Hey guys, it's Joey Gaming and welcome back to the Joey Gaming YouTube channel. Today we have quite an interesting video today because it literally involves the Catch Me Outside girl Bhad Bhabie and Dr. Phil. If you don't know who Bhad Bhabie is or Dr. Phil, which I highly doubt, but I'm just going to explain anyways. Bhad Bhabie is the Catch Me Outside girl from, Dr. Phil, and she has quite an accusation. And if this is true, oh man, Dr. Phil, you really have to really explain yourself if this is all true. And honestly, I don't know if this is true. Honestly, this sounds horrible. Like, the stuff that Bhad Bhabie says is absolutely horrible if this is true. And is there a good chance that she is lying? Who knows? What we do know is that there was multiple people coming out and saying stuff against the Turnabout Ranch. And if you don't know what the Turnabout Ranch is, it's a place where Dr. Phil will send troubled teens or to place yeah, what's the word? Yeah, it's a place that Dr. Phil sends his guests or troubled teens to after his show. And at this place, it's like a therapeutic, I can't speak. You get the point, right? It's a place where teens would go and they would get help. They will be able to be way more well-behaved teenagers, and they can, be better in society and not misbehave. And that's what Turnabout Ranch was supposed to be. And you know what? Going to the ranch was kind of a meme. Like, you know what? People said, you need to go to the ranch. Or it'll be like a meme, and it'll be Dr. Phil sending some meme character or some random person to, the ranch. Okay, it could be like Dora the Explorer being sent to the ranch or something. It could be, James Charles going to the ranch. It's basically a meme to send people to the ranch. But holy crap, though, this may be a very serious thing, though, I'm not gonna lie. But before I actually begin showing you guys the video, 95% of my viewers who watch this, who watch my channel are not subscribed. So if you're part of that 95%, please consider subscribing to my YouTube channel. Anyways, guys, let's get right into Bhad Bhabie's video.
I was 13 years old when I went to Turnabout Ranch. I feel like it's very important for me to speak on this because I kept my mouth shut for so long. I did touch on it a couple times in different situations, but I really want to get my whole story out there and let everything just be out, because that's the thing with these places is you have no evidence. You don't have a phone there. They don't have cameras there. Like, there's no evidence of none of this. And obviously all the staff is in on it, so they're not going to snitch on each other. All you really have is the kids that are there. So a young lady, her name is Hannah, she recently spoke out because while she was there, she was sexually assaulted, and then when she reported that she was assaulted, she was punished by staff. Now, when I seen the punishment she was given, I knew, like, okay, I really have to say something. Like, I really have to have her back on this because I truly believe that they did that. So, Dr. Phil, I'm going to give you from now till April 5th to issue an apology, not only to me, but to Hannah and any other child that you sent to Turnabout or any other program like this. And if you don't, I'm gonna handle things my way.
Wow, guys, wow. We're already going in strong with the accusations. Like, a sexual abuse claim? That is insane to hear 30 seconds within the video. And my gosh, Dr. Phil, you really need to explain yourself. Is this true? Is this false? We don't know. I'm not really picking sides, but if I have to really pick a side, I'm gonna have to pick the that this is true, because multiple victims are coming out, multiple people are coming out saying that this is true, which is literally insane. Like, imagine if this is true, guys. That would be crazy. This is gonna ruin Dr. Phil's reputation and stuff. I know that some people don't even like Dr. Phil, and there's actually some, mental health experts that don't even like Dr. Phil because they don't like the TV show presence. But yeah, it's literally insane. Like, honestly, April 5th, that's the day that, Bhad Bhabie gave to Dr. Phil to respond. And that's literally like 2 weeks away from April 5th, which is literally kind of insane to hear. And Dr. Phil, you really need to really explain yourself. I don't know how he's gonna respond. I don't know how he's gonna respond, if I'm being completely honest. And my question is, what is Bhad Bhabie gonna do if Dr. Phil doesn't respond? Is she gonna sue? Because I've been hearing that there's a potential lawsuit coming or something. But this is literally insane, if I'm being completely honest.
Somewhere in the middle of August, I went on the Dr. Phil show, and my mom and my grandma knew they were sending me here. I didn't know I was going. I went school shopping right before because the school was supposed to start when I got home from LA from doing the show. So part of the whole Dr. Phil show is they send these kids to either Turnabout or these other programs that are also in Utah, but they're all wilderness programs and they're all fucked up. Okay, so Turnabout is in the middle of Escalante, Utah. It's a very, 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 very small town. It's got one gas station, one grocery store. Everybody knows everybody there. You see you're in the middle of nowhere. You know there's nowhere to run. If you try to run out there, they're gonna find you, you're gonna get in more trouble, or if you do get away, you're gonna get eaten by a coyote or something.
Why does this sound like Camp Green Lake from, you know, the book Holes, alright? Have you guys even watched that movie or even read the book? Because what Bhad Bhabie is describing, it sounds very familiar, alright? Very similar, alright? Because, you know, Camp Green Lake is a, you know, abandoned, not really abandoned, but it's like a camp where troubled teens go, and you have to dig holes and stuff, and it's kind of similar to the ranch, but it's a little bit different. And Bhad Bhabie describing it sounds exactly how the setting and how the story is for Holes, where the location is like in some desert in Texas, and obviously the ranch takes place in some desert in Utah, which sounds really crazy. And to me, it sounds like Holes a little bit, or Camp Green Lake. That's all I'm gonna say about that part.
Took in there against my will. They give you transporters. Transporters are two people, a male and a female, that come in the middle of the night. They don't tell them where they're going. They just take them, they handcuff them, they put them in the car. It's basically like kidnapping. We got there, I got out of the car, and I just seen it looked like nothing. It was just super dark. I seen like all the circles and stuff, and I seen the little cabin, and I was like, oh shit, I'm not built for this.
I have no idea how this is even legal, where you can come in the night and you have to abduct these kids. And you know what? I have to agree with Bhad Bhabie. It does sound like kidnapping. And you know what? I can believe Bhad Bhabie for this one, because if you take a look at some of the Dr. Phil videos, I'll link one. They really do abduct kids in the middle of the night and take them to the Dr. Phil show, I'm pretty sure. And it's literally crazy. This does happen. Because, you know what, there are transporters that will transport people, and I've seen it on the Dr. Phil show before. So I'll make sure I'll link that if you guys want to take a look at it, because it's literally crazy. And also, I still have no idea how this is legal. Maybe it's legal in the state of Utah. Wait, no, maybe, I don't know. I'm going to say it is legal. Even though, well, I think the parents have to sign a contract saying that this is okay, and you can do this. But that's all I'm going to say about that part. But holy crap, though.
Like, I'm this little bougie ass. So for the first 3 days you're there, is no showering. They put you in a circle, which is it's a teepee. It's a little teepee, but it's open, and you have to sit there for 3 days. They wouldn't let me lay down for nothing. Like, I was falling asleep, and they were like, get up. So I'm just sitting here, like, this is gonna be really bad. When I seen these people have no sympathy, I was like, oh, I'm really doomed. They strip you from your whole personality. You have to act like just whoever they want you to act like. They told me, okay, these are what your chores are gonna be. I don't remember what they were, but they were like, these are what your chores are gonna be. This is what you're gonna be doing. Here's your level 1 binder. You do the same thing every day. Chop wood, take care of the animals. This place is all about taking away privileges. Like, okay, yeah, the phone is a privilege, TV, like all that. But they take away like necessity privileges, like sleeping on a bed, eating good food, not being cold.
The sad thing is, these type of places can get away with this type of stuff, because you know what? This ranch, they're nowhere near, you know, any civilization. Actually, you know what? I think this is near a town, like a small town, and not a really big, you know, population center. And they're like in the middle of nowhere, and they probably have no internet, so they can probably get away with this type of stuff pretty easily. So that means you can't feed them, you can't bathe them, which is absolutely disgusting, and it's kind of, you know, worrying, and this is kind of concerning if this is true. You have to feed the kids, honestly. Like, this kind of does sound like slaved labor, if I'm being completely honest. Like, why are you putting kids in a tent, and you're making them, like, sit there for 3 days, not feeding them, not making them sleep? That's literally insane, dude. Holy crap, though. Like, honestly, it sounds like slave labor. All this sounds pretty bad, if I'm being completely honest. Like, honestly, there's no way that this is legal. That's all I'm going to say about this. There's no way this is legal.
I remember the first time I got in trouble. Now, this is my first time being here. Like, I don't really, like, yeah, y'all explain to me the rules, but I'm 13. Like, I don't really know, like, exactly what I'm supposed to be doing. There's been times where I reported another student acting inappropriate or just anything like that. Didn't even have to do with me, and I would get in trouble for just witnessing it. If you reported another kid, like, getting bullied by, like, their peers or something, they would just say, well, maybe that's what they need, or, like, something like that. Even though there was written rules, if a staff was angry at the moment, or if you just did something that they felt was bad, you would get your own punishment. Like, they would make up their own punishment for you. So it's really frustrating because even if you don't know the rules, if you fuck up, you're still in trouble. There's not no I didn't know. You're still in deep shit. Shit that's minor is major to them. So if you do something like the tiniest thing, you get a check. If not, you have to be on reflection. Reflection is the punishment. When you do something so bad, or if you do anything that ticks them off, you have to go on reflection. You walk in the arena for hours on end. You sit outside in the cold on the floor. You have to pick up piles in a wheelbarrow of horse shit, and they want big piles. So if you have to do 25 piles, you're really doing like 50 wheelbarrows. So while I was there, just a lot of crazy things happened. I seen a kid get held down for trying to leave. Just honestly, I don't think he was trying to run away. I think he was just trying to like walk out the door and just like get some time to himself, and they restrained him, they held him down. They had no problem holding kids down, which is against the law. You're not supposed to touch the kids, but they had no problem doing that. It's just our word against the staff's word when you're there, because there's no witnesses, there's no cameras, you don't have a phone, there's none of that. That's why I was always so scared to speak out, because it's like no one's gonna believe me. A lot of things that like happened to me there, it hurt me so bad because I was genuinely like confused. I'm writing letters to my mom like, Mom, I will do anything. Like, you don't understand what this place is like. Like, you can't do this to me. Like, I will do anything. I will do therapy every day. Like, I will go through an outpatient program, all that. Like, just please let me come home. The staff when I got there was this dude, Jimmy, and this dude, Ted. These are the night staff. Two of the night staffs around me, they were really, really sweet.
Once again, this type of place can easily get away with this type of stuff, alright? You know what? The staff can be absolutely pieces of crap, and they're not going to face any repercussions. Because they're in a desert, they have no internet, there's no cell service probably, so there's nothing you can really do in that type of situation. Like, nobody's going to report the staff, alright? Maybe except if the kids go home and they tell their parents, but then again, they might have, like, trauma and stuff, and they probably don't want to tell their parents about what just happened. And you know what? You heard it from Bhad Bhabie. She didn't tell it once she get out. It took her a little bit, and you know what? It actually took a lot of people to come out about it at first before, you know, Bhad Bhabie came out about the Dr. Phil Ranch, right? About Turnabout Ranch, which is literally effed up. You know what? These people have full control over these kids, which is literally sad. That's all I'm going to say about that whole situation, but holy crap. But the situation gets worse. I heard there's a murder, and I believe that's the next part that the video shows off. So I guess we should, you know, take a look at it now.
One morning I was cleaning up for breakfast, and one of the staff members was sitting right next to me, and she had her walkie on her, so I heard everything. One of the kids, he had tried to steal a car or something. Everyone was screaming on the walkies like it was really crazy, and he ended up killing one of the staff members. They made all the kids that were at Roundy come down, and then they told us not to tell us anything. A day later, they have us all, every kid that's at Turnabout, they have us all sit in a circle, and they're like, listen, there was an incident, I know some of y'all heard it over the walkies, Jimmy died. And so we're all freaking out, because Jimmy was, like I said, he was one of them that was there the first day I got there. He was really sweet. Not only did Jimmy die, but one of the other staff members that was there at the time, Alicia, who was the daughter of the nurse. Alicia, she was also injured, and 2 years later she died, and she was also left disabled after being attacked by Clay. So the mother of the kid Clay who killed the staff, she was married to the brother of the president of the program, which I also believe is a conflict of interest. I don't know why they would do that. So it was really sad. Like, they wouldn't tell us what happened and all that. And any of the kids that were there, like, they couldn't talk about it, but they were, like, really traumatized by it. Even the ones that weren't there were traumatized by it. Like, I heard it over the walkie. Like, that's scary. Like, so you got kids here that are killing people. And like I said earlier, my mom had always threatened me as like, oh, I'm sending you away, but she never did it. This was the first time she really did it. Like, I never thought my mom would do this. So what parents need to understand is, if your child is acting out because of trauma, like sexual abuse, or maybe like the kid's parents got divorced, or just anything like that, you don't send your kid to a program like this. You need to send your kid to a program where they're not being punished, and it's not about, everything's not about you're in trouble, and it's just really fucked up. You're just using children to keep your ranch going, and you're not even feeding them or letting them sleep in decent conditions. Just doing things that no one would ever want done to their child, and not even that, and doing it to kids who are so helpless. And when you know that you're watching their letters, you know that they don't have any contact with their parents. So I'm not really sure why Dr. Phil still sends kids here. It really doesn't make sense. Like, are you trying to help them, or are you trying to hurt them even more? Because, I mean, we all know he's a phony as it is, but like, don't be sending kids somewhere just to make it look like you're trying to do something. There was already lawsuits before I went there. There's now many more after, but there was one as far back as 2012. Now, this place has been going since the 90s, I think. So I could just imagine like how much bad stuff has happened there. These are documented things that have happened, and just the abuse, the malnourishing, physical abuse, mental abuse, all that, and this place is still up and running. It just doesn't make sense. How could you not know about the murder? It was on national news. How could you not know about that?
My gosh, like, honestly, I have to agree with Bhad Bhabie. Even though that she kind of made herself look like a clown on Dr. Phil, this is like really traumatizing to hear. You know, you're at this camp, you're not being fed, you're not being treated well, and you hear a murder. Literally insane. I don't know how I would react, because most of these kids are traumatized, and they didn't even tell anybody. They didn't even tell the kids that, hey, somebody murdered one of the staff. They said, oh yeah, Jimmy just died or something, and that's it. Which is literally insane. But anyways, guys, I'm going to end the video here. Thank you guys so much for watching. There's probably going to be more news that is going to come out about Dr. Phil and Bhad Bhabie, and I'll keep you guys updated as soon as some information comes out. But we have to wait until like April 5th to see that if anything happens. But anyways, guys, I'm ending the video here. Thank you guys so much for watching. Like and subscribe, and see ya. Peace.